Hello. 3 bugs happened to me about 2 hours ago in the Division 2, and I'm here to talk about them, demonstrate and show them. First off, here's my character that you can see a little bit about him before I go to the bugs. And here's the first bug. And firstly, the bug happens when you go to the checkpoint and then to the dark zone. And this footage was taken after it happened when I tried to the same thing, but I didn't have the footage when it happened, so I'm showing this. So this mission, Dark Zone East Recon, kill the 2 guys in the gate, go here, and right here it somehow didn't flag it as let's do the mission. It's just like, hey, I'm going to the Dark Zone. And because that happened like that, I'm like, okay, maybe it's just landmarks. So I'll do landmarks. So I did them about an hour, and then I realized like, it doesn't feel right. Like, it's kind of funny, you can see it like kind of locked there, but still, I was like, not sure what's going on here. But still, I was like, I'll do some more landmarks and then I'll check again. And from this point on, about half an hour later, I went to the checkpoint here and checked. And first, a couple of times I went out and came in, and the same thing happened. And basically, it for some reason doesn't flag it right when it goes out that door that, hey, let's start this East Recon mission in the Dark Zone. Like, that weather change might help to explain it somehow, but still I don't know. And this is much later, sorry for the bad quality. I went back to the base of operations and came back to get footage, and for somehow now it works as intended. No idea why, but so another bug, skill vanishing. Here you can see the turret now vanishes. Don't know why, but it just happens. And here in slow-mo you can see it just, when you put it, it just, and you can see the timer has started the 15 seconds, and it's just like, I'll just go away. And in this instance, I just put it again there, and now it works as intended. Like, it's still working there. You can see the icon, and in the next clip you can hear it breaking there. So later on, fighting another mob, now put it down, kinda the same thing happens. It vanishes, you can see the timer start, and it breaks at the same time, so it's kind of both, but because it's 15 seconds, it also vanishes. But here, it vanishes real good, like, it didn't even put it down. It tried to, but somehow you can see the timer starting right when I push the skill. Like, it's like, no, I'm just gonna do it like this, fam. Like, don't worry about it. Here I'm trying it again, and same thing. Where's the turret, man? Well, life happens. I won't just put this turret for you. That's the way it's now. And then I finished this landmark. And now I'm like, let's see. Yep. Somehow it just won't work. And this is kind of funny. I tried to put the hive into that skill slot, but it kind of goes there. You can hear it, the sound effect, but the icon didn't change. But, and now I'm like a bit confused, like, The icon didn't change. Did it go in? But the sound says yes. And now I tried it, and the hive comes, it vanishes, and it still has the turret icon there. So like, what's going on, fam? A bit confused. I continue to play the game, and now it doesn't even want to put it down. You can hear me pressing the button, but it won't even do any animations for it. Then I'm like, okay, maybe it will work itself out. 1 hour later, it still doesn't work. But this time when I fiddle with it, I do one thing more smartly. I try to put it to the queue, and that somehow fixed it when it tried to switch the spots, kind of switch the positions of the same skills. And now it works as intended. Like in 4 seconds, I put it down and it stays down. Like, huh. And then just good old fashioned clipping in this spot when I did the Dark Zone East Recon mission. Got the headshot from inside the wall. And here trying my damnedest to get out of this wall, but not managing. And that rusher is like, hey, where did you go, fam? Trying to wall hug out of there, but not working. Trying to aim down sights. Aim out of there, but not working. And the rusher's like, where did you go? And this is kind of funny. With the map, you can see it kind of glitching about. I think that's kind of interesting. And now I'm like, Then I see the control sign. And I'm like, maybe that could work. And it did. And lastly, this all happened within 1 hour, give or take. And when I exit the game, for some reason the the anti-cheat says in the down corner that that you're a nasty scoundrel. I went to the game and exited, and it said the same thing. And I shut down my computer and reopened it, and then it worked as intended, like no anti-cheat warning.